Good morning. Please stand and join us in our gathering song, One Light. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
And please be seated. Good morning to everyone in the sanctuary. If the church starts to tip this way, we'll know why, because everybody's sitting most people are sitting on that side of the church. So you should feel a little lighter this morning. Welcome to everybody in the room. Welcome to everybody who's watching on YouTube and Facebook. Let's see, first Facebook. Let's see who's here. Good morning, Connie. Connie's here. Kathleen is here, and Linda and Rogelio are here. from DeLand, and other people are on as well. I just cannot see them. Oh, Barb is here. Hey, Barb, give Jerry a kiss when you see him again. For those of you who we welcomed Jerry back after having open heart surgery a couple of weeks ago. He had open heart surgery like 6 or 7 or 8 weeks ago, and he was just back a couple of Sundays ago, and he's just back for a little observation now, which is why you don't see him here. If you're watching, Jerry, we love you, we bless you, and we appreciate you, and get well soon. All right, let's see. So on YouTube, last week I said I would say hello to a lot of people that I've been saying hello to for a couple of years now, and I have no idea if you all are watching still. So I'm starting from scratch now. So I asked last week if you were on YouTube, if you would email me at revjudedenning@gmail.com to let me know that you are watching, even if you're only watching, some of the time, and you would like me to say hello to you. I will be happy to do that. Email me, revjudedenning@gmail.com. And so far I've heard from Tony and Irma, so glad you emailed me. Good morning. And Phil and Jess, good morning to you too, and to everyone else who is watching that I cannot see on YouTube. As always, we have with us the Joyful Noise Band and Choir, and today's special music will be Mike Taylor. What's the name of Mike's song? Greenie, what's the name of Mike's song?
What have you done to lift somebody up?
What have you done to lift somebody up? And also, we have a special meditation today, as we do from time to time. That'll be led by Doreen Pariba, who is a certified vibrational person, they call it sound bath, sound healing practitioner, and she's actually doing 2 sessions, Friday and Saturday. If you'd like to know more about that, please see her. There'll be 2 group sessions. Friday she has some openings. On Saturday she only has 2. So please feel free to talk to Doreen after the service. And welcome to those who may be here for the first time. If you are a first-timer present in the sanctuary and you feel comfortable, I invite you to raise your hand so we can see who you are, and Ricky and or Rose can give you a welcome packet. And I don't see any first-timers this morning. So if you're not here for the first time, you know all about the first time and the welcome speech that I give. But I will remind you that everybody is welcome here, no exceptions. You honor us with your presence. And if you'd like to take a welcome packet on your way out, feel free to do that and share it with some folks. And tell them about what we do here and how we lift people up here. We have some snacks in the kitchen today, and if you would like to join us back there for some potluck and to take a look at and you'll hear more about this later, can you, from where you're sitting, can you see the bounce house? Yeah, so there's a bounce house out there because we're having a family fun day, and if you'd like to hang out and watch the kids get wet and enjoy the bounce house and play some games, please feel free to do that as well.
Bouncing is nice.
Thank you.
I've already checked it out.
Jen already checked it out. Bouncing is good. All right. Let's move on to announcements. The Coffee House concert is coming up. Coffee House concert with Connected Souls. That is on August 22nd. As always, it will be great music. There will be some laughter. There will be sweet treats. And the doors open at 6:30. Concert begins at 7. Admission is $10, and no one is turned away. Anything, ma'am?
Bring your friends. I always say it's a great back door to unity if you can't get them to come to church. Get them to come to one of these because we say it's in a church, but we don't play church music at these concerts.
That's right. And if you, I just want to reiterate again about a welcome packet. If you're here for the first time, I'm looking at you, and you would like to receive a welcome packet, Ricky would be happy to give you one. Awesome. All right. Okay. So enough about that. All right. Moving on. We are continuing to do our House of Hope summer food drive. You can get a small list out there in the foyer, and you can bring it in until the end of August, beginning of September. I'm not quite sure when we're going to close that. But as people who need food, and we are here to help. So grab a list of items from the information table. And there's our board of directors. And they are here to do the business of our center. And today's director of the day is, is it you, Lori? I have you down for director of the day. It's Director of the day is Lori Michaud, and she is here in her beautiful royal blue dress. And if you have any questions, and Lori will be happy to answer them or direct you to someone who can answer them. And there are our prayer chaplains, and today's prayer chaplains are Bertha and Sue, and they are wearing their white stoles. And so if you would like personal prayer today, if you would like to sit with somebody who is trained in praying with others, and you have a joy, a challenge, anything at all, they would be honored to pray with you and to hold your prayer in the highest confidence. Thank you, Sue. Thank you, Bertha. You can also place a prayer intention in our prayer box, and you can also email prayer@unityofstewart.org or call the Silent Unity Prayer Line, which is in Kansas City, outside of Kansas City. That's our mothership, at that phone number right there. So, we have two good newses today. Or is that goods news? I don't know. Good newses. All right. So, we have in our midst a gold medal winner for the Treasure Coast Regional Bowling Competition. And Ricky Lutz has won the gold medal, and we'd like to celebrate Ricky in that good news today. All right, Ricky. I have to tell you, Ricky, I went bowling with my grandkids when I was here. I barely could make anything but a gutter ball. So there you have it. All right, our other good news today. See those people, the people on the left with the telescope and the children on the right celebrating that telescope. This is called PopScope. It was founded in Ottawa in 2014, and it's a volunteer group that pops up on streets with telescopes. And they go to a public area, they set up an entry-level telescope pointed at an object in the sky and invite passersby to take a look. And the founder, Michael O'Shea, said, "This project has been a labor of love, and deep friendships have formed among the group's volunteers. We're motivated by the look of awe on a stranger's face when they see Saturn's rings for the first time, or hear cries of delight when someone views the moon's bumpy craters in vivid detail." So, I invite you to join me in dedicating our time together today to the quiet awe and the simple joy of looking up together. Not only looking up at our beautiful sky, but to the dreamers and the volunteers who remind us that wonder is free and is meant to be shared. In our reading today, one of the best ways to feel the fullness of my divinity is to express the uniqueness of my humanity. There is no one on earth who is exactly like me, no one who has my history and experiences, no one who has my particular talents and gifts. I make the world a richer place when I show up as the person I am. If I am too timid to share my gifts, if I carry shame or regret about my past, or if I feel afraid to let others see the real me, I am not being my authentic self. Authenticity means being who I am with confidence. I am a divine being, an expression of the divine. I take my place in the world with joy, knowing I belong here just as much as everyone else. Rooted in my divinity, I celebrate my humanity by being my authentic self. And let's take that deep breath together. As we settle into this time of being, of sharing, of resting in a holy place, holy because we claim it to be so, holy, sacred because we are here in all of our divinity, in all of our humanity, and in all of our authenticity. And we live proudly as our authentic selves. And so it is. Amen. And let's affirm that together. I live proudly as my authentic self. And we take that deep breath again, anchoring this claim, this affirmation, as deeply as we are able. And together, I live proudly as my authentic self. And so it is. Amen. Let's get ready for meditation. We're doing this, right?
Yes.
You don't just jump in and do your thing? Right. All right. Together, let's sing, I Am One with God. I know, I'm a riot, right?
One. I am in harmony with God's love and peace, like a flower never cease, spreading beauty as it opens up. Nature helps me fill my cup, and I am one with God. I feel divinity flowing through my soul when I lean on my faith and let go of control. Close my eyes and say a prayer, then surrender and declare that I am one with God. Yes, I am one with God. Good morning. This is your opportunity to really unwind, relax, and if you're comfortable, close your eyes while I play this brief sound meditation. Normally they're much longer, like an hour, but because we're in church, it will be shorter. So just focus on your breath and let go of what no longer serves you, and breathe in what does.
co-created this sacred space of love, of light, of peace. I invite us to bring into our awareness all of those who are on our prayer list here at Unity of Stewart, and all of those that are in our minds and hearts this morning, seeing each one lifted up in love, in light, and wholeness. And if you'd like to speak names out into this holy space, I invite us to do that now. And releasing all into the care and keeping of the One, I invite us, and I invite you to join me in praying this in the name, the nature, the light, and the love of the indwelling God consciousness. And so it is. Amen.
This is a song by Paul Thorne called What Have You Done to lift somebody up? Apparently, I'm still trying to wake up. Okay.
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
I know a woman, she lives down the road. Her husband passed away 2 years ago. She has lonely nights when teardrops fall. So pick up your telephone, give her a call. What have you done to lift somebody up? When have you helped someone who's got it rough? Oh, we can change the world with a little love. What have you done to lift somebody up? A little boy struck out in a baseball game. Couldn't face his father, he felt so ashamed. Daddy said, don't worry, proud of you, son. You don't have to win, you be number one. What have you done to lift somebody up? When have you helped someone who's got it rough? done to lift somebody up.
So we are blessed for sure. So everybody has heard this saying, the truth will set you free, right? Truth will set you free. But maybe you haven't heard this version, the truth will set you free, but first it will tick you off. Has anybody experienced that? That may not sound like a spiritual affirmation you put up on the refrigerator, but it illustrates something important, that when we bump up against the truth, especially when it's uncomfortable, it can be kind of scary, right? And it may start us, make us a little shaky, and we may start to tremble. But here's the thing. Trembling when we're hearing the truth or when we're speaking the truth doesn't mean that you're doing something wrong. It means that you're doing something real. When we talk about truth in unity, it has two different meanings, right? It's the truth as being in alignment with truth, that there is one presence and one power active in the universe, always good, always for us, with no opposing forces. That's truth with a capital T. And Charles Fillmore, our co-founder Charles Fillmore, wrote, "Truth is the one and only remedy for error." Simply speaking, when we are aligned with the truth, with that one presence and one power, when we are aligned with the truth of our own being, our inner divinity, our inner innocence, the fuller our lives become, the freer we become. We touched on this a bit last week, but in this saying, truth is the one and only remedy for error, by Charles Fillmore, here's what he didn't say. He didn't say, it can be hard. It's mostly hard to hear the truth, to think something might be true when we don't want it to be true. Especially, and here's another takeoff on last week, when we wrapped ourselves in what seemed to be spiritual phrases to avoid it. It's all in divine order. It's all good. I'm too blessed to be stressed. Are they true on some level? Maybe. But when we use them too soon, when we use them as a knee-jerk reaction to whatever is happening, they can shut down emotional honesty and processing. They can shut us down. How many are familiar with the phrase, when stuffing your feelings? Right? So when we do that, when we stuff our feelings, we don't actually navigate them. We just try to forget about them, to push them down and forget about them. But guess what? They don't go away. They only wind up coming out sideways somewhere else. So when we feel ourselves trembling, when we feel the discomfort, we are called to stop and look at it. And here are some reasons why we might tremble at hearing the truth. Because it threatens our identity in some way. If we are wrapped up in being a peacemaker, or our self-worth is around being the peacemaker, telling someone a hard truth may not be fulfilling that idea you have of yourself, of being a peacemaker. It might feel like you're disrupting something. And you are. And it disrupts our comfort. Sometimes we don't want to speak the truth or acknowledge the truth because it disrupts our comfort. If I admit that I'm burned out, I might have to say no to something that makes me feel good about myself. And trembling at the truth, hearing a truth and trembling at it, demands that we evolve. And not for nothing. If you're sitting here today or you're within the sound of my voice, you want to evolve. You are here for a reason. You are here for a reason. Because truth with a capital T isn't a fixed principle. It lives. It lives in an energy. And we get to do with that energy, the things that we do with that energy either lift us up or stuff us down. And we are being nudged into greater authenticity. That's why people can live for decades avoiding a simple truth. Because deep down they know, once I say this out loud, something in my life is going to have to change. So honesty isn't just about getting the facts right. It's about using that spiritual muscle that gets stronger with practice. Being truthful with ourselves and being truthful with others. And it's important for me to say that there's a difference between honesty and brutality. You can tell the truth and still be kind. You can be direct without being mean. Now, the place where that's the hardest is when we're in it with somebody, right? And so that's another spiritual muscle, to shut up, to not speak when we're in that frame of mind, to listen without defending, to listen without defending. In Matthew, our teacher Jesus said, "Let your yes be yes and your no be no." So what that means, it means that we are called to have a clarity of consciousness. We're called to have spiritual integrity and energetic alignment with the truth. So in metaphysical terms, our word, your word, is a creative force. When your yes is shaky or your no is floppy, your ability to create gets muddled. Clarity generates power, not wishy-washy declarations. So be clear. We are called to be clear in our intent because mixed signals produce mixed results. So it's about being in alignment, where your words, our words, match our inner knowing. Have you ever found yourself saying no to something and then explaining all the reasons why not? Right? So there's no need to convince others why your no is no. It doesn't require theatrics or long explanations. It simply could be no. So our words are powerful, and the more we express them through that spiritual filter, the more authority they will have, the more we will be able to create the life that we say that we want. If you say yes when you mean no,